Good morning, class 11. Welcome back. So we were in chapter number 1, sets. So today we'll discuss complement of a set, Venn diagram. See, an English logician in early 19th century, in the first half of 19th century, he gave this concept. His name was John Venn. He gave the concept of this Venn diagram using a rectangle and some curves or circles. Okay, we'll explain it. Operations on a set. What operations can be done on a set? Like in mathematics, in arithmetic, we have fundamental operations, right? Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. In the same way, in set theory, we have operations. Union and intersection of the sets. These are the operations in sets. We'll study them today, okay? So first, complement of a set. For any set A, its complement A dash or A complement is nothing but U minus A. Here U stands for universal set. Let's take an example. Set A equal to this is a set. So its universal set will be the set of English alphabets, right? So these are vowels. Now A complement will be U minus A. From all the English alphabets, we have to remove these vowels. What are we left with? Consonants. All the English consonants. You can write it. And so on, except the vowels. So this is the concept of complement of a set. Okay. Now, if A is a null set, if A is a null set, then A complement will be U minus null set, that is U itself. So the complement of a null set is the universal set. Okay, children? So this is a point that is to be noted. Also, A complement, whole complement. Now, for this A, E, I, O, U, set of vowels, its complement is set of all the English consonants. Now, complement of this complement means from universal set, from all the English alphabets, remove all the consonants. What are you left with? The vowel letters, right? So, complement of a complement is the set itself. So, keep these 2 points in mind, okay? Let's move ahead. Next, Venn diagrams. Let us understand Venn diagrams. Usually, the universal set is represented by a rectangle. This is the universe. And sets are represented as simple circles in it. Like, suppose U equal to 1, 2, 3, all natural numbers up to 15. Then set A equal to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Okay. So this is set A. The elements of set A 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. Remaining elements, they are in universe. So 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. So this representation of the elements of the set in the universal set is called Venn diagram. It was given by an English logician. His name was John Venn. Okay, in the first half of the 19th century. Okay, so in the name of John Venn, we have these Venn diagrams. So this simple representation is called Venn diagram. Now hereafter, every question that we do, we'll try to use Venn diagrams in it. And children, remember one thing, these Venn diagrams are very important in your future. Whenever you appear for any competitive exam of UPSC, say RPSC, these public selection commissions or SSCs, you will have questions which will be solved easily using Venn diagrams. If you think that this chapter set theory is of no use, then you are absolutely wrong, children. It has got its use. It is used in set theory, it is used in probability also, right? So this chapter has its own importance. As I said, it was an English logician. So when you appear for competitive exams, you will have questions which are based on reasoning, logic, mental ability. Definitely you will have 4 to 5 questions. If you want from the net, you can take any paper, any question paper of say RAS or IAS, IPS, RGS, Judiciary Services. Take any paper of UPSC or Staff Selection Commission, SSC. You will definitely find questions which can be solved easily using Venn diagrams. So please children, do not take it on a lighter note. Don't think यार ये बड़ा सिंपल सा चैप्टर है, इसमें क्या है, कुछ नहीं है. This chapter may not contain complicated calculations, but it is one of the topics which gives you sufficient logic. You need to understand. Okay, so reasoning or logic, mathematics is not just about calculations. You should enhance your reasoning ability. You should enhance your logical aptitude. So all these things are useful in your future. No matter whether you have arts, commerce or science, set theory will be used if you are appearing in any competitive exam. Mark my words. कोई भी पेपर उठा के देख लो कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम का, अच्छा आरएएस का हो, आईएएस का हो, आईपीएस का हो, यूपीएससी का हो, एसएससी का हो, जुडिशरी सर्विसेज का हो, कोई भी क्वेश्चन पेपर, you will definitely find questions which are based on set theory, where we have to use Venn diagram to solve them easily. So please children, be serious with this topic. Okay, now operation on sets. The first operation is union of sets. Union is represented by this symbol. It's not U, it's just representation of union. Okay, now for any two non-empty sets, A and B are any two non-empty sets. They have at least one element. Their union is A union B. The union of two sets is A union B. Now what is A union B? A union B is equal to an element X, general element X, such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. It means A union B will contain the elements which belong at least to one of the sets. वो elements कम से कम एक सेट में जरूर होंगे A और B में से, या तो वो A में होंगे या B में होंगे, हो सकता है कुछ elements दोनों में हो. Union of a set X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B, or means an element, the union of any two sets will contain elements which belong at least to one of the two sets A and B. Okay, वो A में हो सकते हैं, B में हो सकते हैं, दोनों में हो सकते हैं. Let's take an example. A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. B equal to 3, 4, 5, 6. Now A union B. Take all the elements 1 2 3 4. अब आ जाओ B में 3 4 already taken 5 6. So 1 2 3 exclusively belong 1 2 3 4 they belong to set A. 5 and 6 they belong to set B. But 3 and 4 are the elements which are present in A as well as in B. Right? So this was union of sets. This is the set builder form for the union of any two non-empty sets. General element X such that that element should be present in at least one of the sets A and B. It should be present either in A or in B. It may be present in both. That doesn't make any difference. So if I have to represent this information, suppose for these two sets A and B, you are given with the universe U equal to 1, 2 up to 10. So this is the universe for these particular two sets. Now how to represent them in a Venn diagram? We see that A and B have some common elements. It means these two sets A and B are not disjoint sets. Disjoint means exclusive. They do not have anything common. Okay, but they are not disjoint. They are inclusive sets. They have some elements which are common. Let's see the Venn diagram of these two. So this is the universe. This is set A. Now some part of A is also included in B. So what are the elements that are common in A and B? 3, 4. What are the elements of A? 1, 2, 3, 4. What are the elements of B? 3, 4, 5, 6. बचा क्या यूनिवर्स में? 7, 8, 9, 10. This is simple representation in the form of Venn diagram. Okay? समझ में आई बात आपके? So union of sets. Now here A and B are inclusive sets. They are not disjoint. They have something in common, right? This question can also be framed as set A के elements, B के elements. Now A union B. Okay, this is the universe. Now here we see A and B do not have any element in common. So what will be the Venn diagram like? A, B, nothing in common. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Universe में बचा 9, 10. Got it? So here A and B are exclusive sets. They are exclusive. Exclusive means disjoint. They have nothing in common. Right? So this was about union of sets and how to represent the union in the form of a Venn diagram. Let's move on to another operation. Intersection of sets. For any two non-empty sets A and B, their intersection is A intersection B. The symbol for intersection is just change the सिमेट्री, चेंज द एक्सिस ऑफ यूनियन, यूनियन के सिंबल को उल्टा कर दो, इंटरसेक्शन A इंटरसेक्शन B इज इक्वल टू जनरल एलिमेंट x such that x belongs to A and x belongs to B. What does it mean? An element which is present in both the sets, किसी एक में नहीं, एलिमेंट विच इज प्रेजेंट इन बोथ द सेट्स, दोनों में होना चाहिए यूनियन, इंटरसेक्शन में, राइट। यूनियन में क्या था कि एटलीस्ट वन ऑफ द सेट्स, कम से कम एक में होना चाहिए, वो एक में ए में हो सकता, कम से कम एक में मतलब वो दो में भी हो सकता है, ए में भी हो सकता है, बी में भी हो सकता है, या दोनों में हो सकता है। दिस वाज यूनियन। इंटरसेक्शन क्या, इट हैज टू बी इन बोथ द सेट्स, दोनों में होना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं कि अकेले ए में है या अकेले बी में है, इट शुड बी प्रेजेंट इन बोथ. So all the common elements of the given two sets. Let's take an example. Previous example ले लेते हैं. Universal set दे रखा है 1, 2 up to 10 natural numbers. Set A equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Set B equal to 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? So A intersection B will be common elements क्या है? Only 3 and 4. Common elements are 3 and 4. Simple. Okay? So अब इसका अगर Venn diagram बनाना, how to make the Venn diagram of this? I hope you understood. पिछला जो Venn diagram बनाया था, exactly उसी तरह you can make the Venn diagram. Set A, set B, this is your universe. Common elements क्या है? 3 and 4. So this region, this is A intersection B. Okay, this is A intersection B. Now without using sets, अब A intersection B में एक बात नोट कर लो, if A intersection B is an empty set, null set, it means there is no element which is common to both A and B, then A and B are disjoint sets, right? देखो what I will do is I represent set A, the region of set A by horizontal lines. set A के region को हमने horizontal line से represent किया है. The region of set B will represent by vertical lines. Set B के region को हमने vertical line से shade कर दिया है. Now the region where both the lines are seen, this region where you have vertical and horizontal both the lines, that region represents A intersection B. Okay, A intersection B. Clear children? Through this diagram I hope you understand this region. This is A intersection B. Clear? Now this was union and intersection of sets. There are certain properties of union and intersection of sets which we'll discuss in the next class. Till then children, please go through the content, download the PDF file of chapter 1 NCERT, and up to exercise 1.3 you can solve the questions and come up with your doubts. Hardly there is anybody who is asking any doubt. It means either you know everything or you are giving a damn to this mathematics, right? So I will have to call you personally to know if you are doing maths or not. Please download the file, take it seriously, utilize this time Utilize this time smartly. So up to one point you can solve all the questions. Now there are many properties for union and intersection which we will discuss in the next class. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy.